I'm Jennifer and I'm so happy you're here because today I'm going to be sharing my favorite 2-ingredient Christmas candy recipes. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And we're going to put them in a microwave safe bowl. I've added some marshmallows to this bowl and now we're going to get our chocolate heated in the microwave. I have a big scoop handy, but you could also use a large spoon. I put these chips in for 30 seconds and now I'm going to take them out and stir them up. They're just starting to soften. I'll put them back in for another 30 seconds. Back in for a third time for 30 more seconds. Your bowl will be getting very hot. Make sure you have a hot pad ready and a hot mitt. My chocolate is all melted and now I'm going to pour it right in on top of the marshmallows. Now I'm just going to take the marshmallows and fold them right in with that white chocolate. I love to make these and I call these snowballs. They're so delicious. Marshmallows covered with white chocolate. Once you get it all stirred in and the marshmallows are covered, the next thing you can do is just take a big scoop and get a scoop of those marshmallows in the chocolate and just drop it down right on the wax paper or parchment paper. It looks like a really super cute little pile of snowballs and they're absolutely delicious. You can make these as big or little as you'd like. This recipe is going to be amazing. We're going to take these Andes mints and we're going to take Oreo thins. These are mint flavor and we're going to put the two of these together and make a delicious little candy treat. We're going to start by unwrapping all of these delicious little candies and dropping them in a bowl. I'm going to break mine in half so that they'll melt down much more evenly. You could also buy a bag of mint chips for this recipe. Just set your cookies out on a plate so they'll be easy to grab. Go ahead and remove any broken or damaged cookies. I have put the little mints in 15 seconds by 3 times. And now the chocolatey mints are all melted and ready to use with the Oreo cookies. You want to make sure that you only do short increments so that you don't burn or scorch your chocolate. Now just go ahead and dunk in your little Oreo mint cookie thin right into the wonderful melted mint chocolates. Dip it under, and a fork is the very best thing to use to take this out because the chocolate just drains right off the bottom. Then just swipe it on the edge to get off any extra chocolate and put it on your lined tray. Just keep going right on down the line. Now I have some little sprinkles here that I'd like to put on. These are some little peppermint candy canes, and these will be perfect with the mint of the little Oreo cookie thins. Make sure you put your little sprinkles on right away so that they'll stick in the melted chocolate. For this next recipe, I have a little more than a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I have the mini ones here, but you could use regular size. And I have some red skin Spanish peanuts. We'll get this chocolate to the microwave and get it melted. We'll stir it up and then we'll add in our peanuts. I have a little tray here with some foil-lined little candy cups, and I'm going to be using this scoop to scoop up the little chocolate-covered peanuts. I've melted the semi-sweet mini chocolate chips, and now I'm going to add in the red skin peanuts. Just estimate it and pour some in. Make sure you don't put too many. Then just toss them around lightly. You don't want to knock all of the special red peels off. That's what makes these little peanut clusters extra special, because they have the beautiful red skins and the really nice saltiness. It goes so well with the chocolate. Just mix it until you have them covered. I'm going to take my little scoop and I'm going to just start scooping these just like this into the little cups. And I'll just keep going until all of the little cups are filled. Of course, you could always just scoop these out onto some parchment paper or wax paper as well. My husband really loves white chocolate, so I've used some white melting chips, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of these wonderful Spanish peanuts with the beautiful red peel right in the white. And I'm going to get this mixed up. I have 2 spoons here, and I'm going to show you how to do this without a scoop. If you don't have a scoop, just get the amount you want right on the end of 1 spoon, put it right over the little cup, and push it off with the other spoon. And here are the beautiful white chocolate-covered peanuts. It only took literally a minute to make these. And here we have the chocolate-covered and the white chocolate-covered red skin Spanish peanuts. For this next recipe, we're going to make a 2-ingredient fudge. We're going to use some fudge frosting and some creamy peanut butter. We have 18 ounces of peanut butter in a microwave safe bowl. We're going to get it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Now that our peanut butter is nice and soft and melty, as you can see, we're going to add in our frosting. Now you could use white frosting of cream cheese or vanilla or anything like that, or you could use chocolate. I'm using this chocolate fudge because this is going to give our peanut butter fudge a really nice, wonderful taste. Just get this mixed in really well together. It smells wonderful. I'm going to take this 8x8 baking dish and I put some wax paper here. I've crinkled it up a little bit so that it'll lay flat. Just spoon your wonderful mixture right over the top of the wax paper, and then of course we'll want to spread it out evenly. Once you get your fudge all spread out, it's a great time to take some beautiful little Christmas sprinkles and put right over the top. And then just press them down so that they don't fall off. Now we'll just take our fudge to the refrigerator and let it chill at least 1 hour. I have one last recipe to show you. These are little peanut butter filled pretzels and we're gonna cover these in chocolate. I have my semi-sweet chocolate chips melted and I'm gonna put in the little delightful peanut butter filled pretzel. I'm just gonna toss it over and make sure it's coated really well. Then I'll lift it out and I'll use a fork so that I can easily drain off the excess. I'll drain it off on the side of the bowl and then set the little pretzel down. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of red sprinkle to the top of mine. Of course, you could use regular pretzels if you aren't fond of peanut butter, or if you just have regular pretzels on hand. They dip so nicely, just as well. I hope you give these recipes a try and realize just how easy and how delightful they can be for the holiday season. They're perfect for Christmas parties, New Year's, or gift giving. I'm so glad you were here. I appreciate it so much, and I would be so happy and grateful if you click the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.